Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Just Cats. So first off, thank you so much to everybody who has been watching, who has been tuning in, who has been showing love, support. I know it has been a long time since I posted, and because my experience video had reached over 5,000 views, I wanted to do a 5K Q&A regarding all the questions I was asked along the video. So many people who has actually watched the video has reached out to me with a lot of questions. Instagram, YouTube, I think that's it. But there have been a lot of questions. So let's go. The first question is, what triggered all your symptoms? The symptoms that I have felt were mild headaches that turned into more severe headaches and kind of like migraines. But what really triggered it, like I mentioned in the video, was double vision. I would have thought the headaches were regular headaches. I just couldn't see. I was just like this the whole time. I had experienced double vision for a whole period of 3.5 months. Yeah, my double vision really triggered it. The headaches, I thought everybody goes through headaches, everybody experiences migraines. So yeah, double vision really triggered it for me. Second question I have was, how were you diagnosed? After my experience in the ER, I had visited an ophthalmologist, which I had seen probably 5 days after. We went through a series of regular vision tests with the little tool that you go to look in the back of your eye. She had noticed that I had some optic nerve swelling, so with that she had referred me over to a neurologist. He had suspected it, but he couldn't diagnose me until after about a week that we did a spinal tap. My spinal fluid, it was well over average, and that's how I was basically diagnosed with Psuedotumor Cerebri. Third question is, what doctors did I have to see or specialists? First, I had seen an optometrist, went to Kaiser, and went to go see an ophthalmologist who referred me over to a neurologist, and he had finally gotten me to a neuro-ophthalmologist. So I saw a total of 4 doctors, but it wasn't confirmed what I had until I had seen the 3rd doctor. A lot of people have also mentioned that it takes a while for them to get diagnosed, and yes, it did happen with me as well. I wasn't diagnosed until well after experiencing all the symptoms or going through all the pain. But those are the series of doctors that I had seen during the whole process. A lot of people have asked me about medications I was on. I had taken Diamox, which is a diuretic that helps flush all the excess spinal fluids. The symptoms that I had felt while on Diamox were sluggish. I don't think I wanted to do anything with effects of the medication, as well as just experiencing the headaches. I was on disability from work for 3 months. I never got out of the house because of how sensitive my eyes were to the light, and because of the pain, it was just, I just didn't want to do anything ever. With the Diamox, I felt a tingly sensation literally through every part of my body. I would feel it all the way down to my toes, into my fingertips, all in my cheek. It was the most uncomfortable feeling ever. For the pain, I had mentioned to my neurologist that I had trouble sleeping because every time I would try to fall asleep, I would hear my heartbeat going to the pounding of my headache and hear it in my ears, through my head, feel it in my temples. So he had prescribed me a painkiller medication, which was naproxen, and I believe it just helped subsidize the pain. I had a lot of trouble sleeping, to where in between sleeping positions I would wake up and have to move my full body in order to readjust my position. A lot of the questions also reflected upon procedures. When I had first gotten to the ER, I had an MRI done. They did an MRI because I mentioned I was feeling very severe headaches. I could barely open my eyes because of how painful the strain in my eyes were from the headaches. My MRI scans were clear. The only way they could figure out something was wrong was related to my eyes. Eye tests were done. With my neurologist, we had done spinal taps. The spinal tap procedure was not that bad. A long needle being stuck into your spine. Following the lumbar puncture, we had done an MRV. I believe it's towards blood cells. A lot of you have asked me about the headaches that I was feeling. I felt headaches from the tear ducts of my eyes surrounding the whole top of my head all the way to the back of my neck, basically immobile from my neck up, and I would have to use the torso to move and then readjust and look around and all that. Experiencing double vision, I had learned that with pseudotumor cerebri you could have complete vision loss. I went through moments of blindness, my eyes not being aligned to where my vision was doubled, but I was prescribed a prism, temporary prism for my glasses, still double vision, but putting the glasses on I could kind of see one single object and it's no longer double. A lot of people have reached to me about their feelings. Going through this all has an effect on their mental, emotional, physical aspect. I cried in my last video. I can tell you that I had went through the worst depression. I cut off family, I cut off friends, I cut off everybody. I didn't want to have any communication with anybody at all. And I never wanted to talk about how I felt. I just felt super down, super crappy, super helpless. I just want to send a message to not cut off the people asking you how you are, hoping for you to do well, hoping to see you do better. Those are the little things that will make your day a lot better. Listen to those words of love, encouragement, inspiration, and hope. One thing that helped me going through the depression was keeping faith. Some of you guys aren't religious, but it did help me in sense of mentality. Keep on keeping on. I wasn't recovered at this point, but it just gave me a sense of hope that even if what I was going through sucked, I was still gonna live life. I've gotten asked a lot of questions on how I've gone through weight loss. I took on working out very slowly. I went on 10-minute walks, turned into 15-minute walks, 20-minute walks, then it turned into jogs. Jogs turned into runs. I had started going to the gym. I had started feeling a lot better after working out. Even if you don't want to, just do it. Just do it. Weight is a considered factor into what causes this rare condition. I took that mentally and wanted to overcome that. And once I had started dropping the weight, I had started to slowly recover, slowly have my optic nerves less swollen, slowly feeling lesser of headaches, just slowly getting better. I know it's not the same situation for everybody, but in that aspect, that is what helped me. I also cut weight by dieting. At first I had started cutting out all junk foods. I am a snacker. Foods, I had started portioning my meals better, drinking just water. Eventually I had taken on the ketogenic diet, which is basically a no sugar, low carb diet. I am not a nutritionist and I don't know what will help for everybody else, but that is what worked for me. I dieted and I worked out very consistently every single day, and the weight dropped and my symptoms started subsidizing. I started to feel back to normal. So those were a lot of the common questions that I had received with my first video of my experience with pseudotumor cerebri. Another question was, how long did I go through this? I had experienced double vision for about 3 months. I was on medication for about 6 to 7 months, and I know it's not the common timeline of going through pseudotumor cerebri. I've had people reach out to me telling me they've gone on 5+ years, 7+ years, 8+ years, 10+ years, and go through more than what I have. I know everybody's situation is different. I know people go through this for years, and no matter the changes they make, it's still going on. I just want you guys to know that don't let this determine the life you live. Life is still going to go on. You can still be happy, go through pain, and go through this. First off, I want to thank everybody who tuned into that video, who has left a lot of love, a lot of support, encouragement, inspiration, and that's all I hope I could send back to you, because this isn't easy. Because it's so rare, because there isn't a known cause, there isn't a known cure. So in conversations with my neuro-ophthalmologist, I am very susceptible to getting whatever symptoms I've had in the past, to getting them again. Right now, it's just maintaining good health, maintaining physical activity, maintaining good mental health as well. Once I had told myself this wasn't going to determine the life I was going to live, thinking about going through these things positively have helped me reach so many positive milestones and achievements slowly into the recovery process. For me, it all started mentally. Thank you so much to everybody who has reached out to me. I really appreciate how positive of an impact I can make with just sharing my experience. I know when I went through all this, I was questioning every little thing I was feeling. You are not alone. We are all fighting with you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And I only hope to circle back and give love, give support, give encouragement and inspiration, and inspire those to do better. Thank you guys.